In Indian culture, honoring the sun holds deep meaning, especially during January. This tradition, rooted in ancient texts like the Vedas, show how our ancestors understood both science and spirituality. The Vedas teaches us that the sun gives energy crucial for life on earth, just like modern science tells us about solar power. They also talk about how the sun moves in the sky, showing our ancestors know a lot about the stars. When we do practices like Surya Namaskar, it's not just about physical health, it's also about feeling connected to nature and the universe. The sun is also a symbol of understanding and being aware, which is most important of our mental health. So, by honoring the sun, we are connecting our ancient wisdom with what science tells us today, showing how everything is connected. By following traditions like worshipping the sun, we are keeping alive a deep understanding of nature and science. These practices remind us of our connection to the world around us and how everything is linked. The sun provides us with energy and we do things like Surya Namaskar. We are tapping into that energy to keep our bodies healthy. But it's not just about our physical health, it's also about feeling spiritually connected to something bigger than ourselves. So, when we honor the sun, we are not only celebrating an ancient tradition but also embracing the timeless wisdom that teaches us to respect and cherish the natural world. So, in this video, we are discussing the science behind the sun mentioned in Vedas. So, let's start our today's video. The Vedas are ancient books full of wisdom. They don't just talk about spirituality but also share something interesting ideas about how nature works. One topic they cover is the sun. They have verses that gives us clues about what people long ago understood about the sun and its role in the world. The verses show that even thousands of years ago, people were curious about the science behind things like the sun's energy, how it helps life, and how it moves in the sky. In this discussion, we take a closer look at some of the verses to see what they can teach us about the science of the sun behind the Vedas. This verse is from Rigveda Mandala 1 chapter 2 verse 164, describes how seven horses pull a chariot with one wheel and each horse carries one of the seven names. Comparison with light spectrum. In the context of light spectrum, this can be linked to how white light, when passed through a prism, splits into seven colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Resembling the seven horses pulling a chariot, each color has its own unique identity or name within the spectrum. Now look into this verse. This verse suggests the movement of a chariot without horses, driven without reins, and traveling a path both upward and downward. Comparison with light spectrum. In terms of light spectrum, this can be understood as describing the phenomena disappeared by a prism forms a spectrum without the need of external forces like horses or reins. The light travels through the spectrum moving upward from red to violet and downwards from violet to red without any physical guidance. Now look into this verse from the Rigveda Mandala 1 chapter 6 and verse 14. The sun remains constant, it neither sets nor rises. It shines at one side with the day and at the same time it is responsible for the darkness of its exact opposite side with the night. By this verse, we can conclude that sun neither sets nor rises. Now look into this verse. This verse is from Mandala 4 chapter 3 and verse 53. Sun provides tej, light, energy and health to Antariksha, means space, and Prithvi, which means earth, which results into a day and night. So from this verse, we can conclude that sun is the source of light and energy. Okay, now look into this verse. This verse states that the chariot of the sun has 12 prithvi, 1 chakra, 3 nabi, and 360 ra. This indicates 12 months, 1 year, 3 seasons, and 360 days, respectively. These are only 4 verses from the Rigveda. There are thousands of verses about the sun in Rigveda. They mentioned in Rigveda about thousands of years ago. So, how they know it about thousands of years ago? If you know, comment below.